Hey Jeff, so it's Rob Bowser, so at the Golf Academy. So you're going to also get I'm going to send you a YouTube link as well to a video I made here, but I just want you to be, just so we're both on the same page as far as some stuff. So the issue is kind of the shaft lean at impact and how your right palm, I would say, is facing the sky and the back of your left wrist begins to cup. And so part of that is your wrists, and as you'll see on the video I sent, there's a couple other variables that influence whether someone's going to be able to maintain lag and maintain lag deep into the downswing. And so you have a really good angle here between your left arm and the shaft, but you lose it. And there's two reasons for me why you lose it. And the first is the movement of your right arm, and in particular your right elbow movement. So your right elbow at this point kind of is facing the mirror behind you, and it should be more in front of your rib cage, facing more towards the ground. And when that elbow is kind of externally rotated like that, or excuse me, internally rotated like that, that right arm is right shoulder is internally rotated like that, it's really difficult for you to maintain any lag into the downswing any further than you do. So the tell is you go from really good lag, we don't see any right elbow movement below the left arm, we see some gapping or some daylight in here between the upper part of your right arm and the side of your shirt, and when your hands are outside of your right thigh, you've lost all that angle. So as we look at, so like here's Tiger, this is with a wood, but it doesn't matter. You can see his right elbow comes below, and you're not going to ever see any daylight between the upper part of that arm and kind of what's going on behind him. This same thing here, you'll see a little of that right elbow moves under, so that's his right elbow right there. You see no air between the upper part and his shirt, and so now when his hands are about at the same spot as yours, he's got a lot more angle or shaft lean. Where here your club head has already caught your hands or caught your forearm too soon, so we know we're going to see a scooping look through impact. So this isn't something that I would think about on the golf course. You know, this is really kind of more of just of you doing drills and you understanding why, you know, what you struggle with and how we fix it. So again, you see Adam Scott, you see the right arm come underneath, you see the upper arm on the right side. So it's what I call wide to narrow, and it's just like if you were going to skip a rock or throw a ball sidearm, you would do it unconsciously, you would do it without thinking. As we look at Rory, as he comes down, we see that upper part of the arm, and we see good angle here, very similar angle or similar look to Tiger at that point. So we look at Jason Day, we'll see a very similar movement as well. You can see that right arm, so that's his right elbow that comes underneath, and we'll see the upper part of that arm gets in on his side. Okay, so that's the second thing, kind of the right arm movement. The last thing, and these all go hand in hand to you having good impact, is your body line. So you've got your feet, knees, hips, and shoulders. Now, at impact, your hips and your shoulders should be open to your target line. And you can see here as you come in, your shoulder line is pointed a little bit to the right, and your hips are virtually square. And so I've yet to see someone who has closed shoulders or shoulders that point to the right and square hips who's able to maintain lag into the downswing. So as we look at kind of Ernie Els here and we look at his body lines when he hits the ball, can you see how that left shoulder, see where his hips are, and you see how that left shoulder isn't visible at all? If we look at Charlie Hoffman, can you see the hips and the shoulders, how they get opened up through the impact zone? So like we can see a lot of his back, his backside here, and your body's just too closed off. So it's really difficult for you to maintain that forward shaft lean. and your shoulders are going that way, and your hips are going basically dead square. So it's really hard for you. I don't want to say stuck because I feel like that's so overused, but you're blocked out, and you're going to end up losing. Your left wrist is going to break down. But again, it speaks to kind of what's happening in the downswing that's not allowing you to maintain lag. So these are all things I would do away from the golf ball, these drills. But to me, there's two fundamentals to good impact, and in addition, it's not good impact doesn't just happen. Your body motion needs to support it or encourage it, and your right elbow movement is really important, because poor right elbow movement into the downswing, you can't maintain lag. Okay, hope that helps. Thanks, Jeff.